The search for 5 Marine commandos continues. They've been missing since Friday after an operation off the coast of the capital, Dakar. A boat suspected to be involved in drug trafficking was intercepted by the Senegalese Navy. The armed forces reported on Saturday, that the Marine Commando response team noticed that the vessel's valves had opened as they searched it. In the statement, they say that their evaluation had suggested that the ship had been sunk purposefully to erase evidence of illicit cargo. 7 members of the Senegalese patrol boat were rescued, as well as 10 people from the intercepted boat. The drug trade route from South America to Europe is known to use West African nations as transit points. In November, Senegal's military seized more than 3 tons of cocaine off the coast. Well, let's get more details on that story from Ade Darimi, who is the head of news at QTV in the Gambia. He joins us from Bajol via Zoom. Thank you so much for joining us, Ade. What's the latest on the missing Marine commandos in Senegal?
Yes, the latest news from the Senegalese authorities, and they are getting increasingly worried, is that they have not been able to trace them. Obviously, the longer it goes on, then the more the fears are that they'll be actually not searching for live commandos, but probably trying to recover their bodies. So this is very worrying for Senegal, but that's the latest from the Senegalese authorities, is that the search is still going on.
So other than the search, Ade, what more can you tell us about the nature of the operation off Senegal's coastline prior to the disappearance of the Marine commandos?
Yes, I mean, a quick bit of geography will probably tell you what you need to know. So I'm in the Gambia, which is next door to Senegal, and Senegal is next door to Guinea-Bissau. Literally, you can walk across from one of these countries to the other. And these countries also share the Atlantic Ocean as a coastline. And over recent years, the Atlantic Ocean in West Africa has been used as more and more of a kind of drug transit point, as authorities cracked down on the Caribbean and South America. And so to get to Europe, they started using this route. And so in recent years, you've had seizures here in the Gambia, but much bigger seizures in Senegal and in Guinea-Bissau. Now, Guinea-Bissau in the 2000s was actually named by the United Nations as Africa's first narco state. Such had been the prevalence of drugs trafficking in the country. And the trafficking of drugs still destabilizes that country, I think one has to be honest. And so Senegal, over the last 5, maybe 10 years, has been boosting its Navy personnel in terms of capacity and numbers to actually tackle not necessarily the trafficking from Senegal itself, but from its near neighbor, Guinea-Bissau. And so these are quite routine boats. Now, there's another complication. This same route has also become the irregular migration trafficking route to Europe. People come from all over West Africa to the Gambia, to Senegal, and to Guinea-Bissau to try to get on boats that actually take them to Europe by irregular means. And so the Senegal Navy has been battling these 2 main menaces.